So Sheldon Rankins is officially done for the season. He will be placed on the IR as of today. And this might be the last time we see Sheldon Rankins ever play for the Cincinnati Bengals, which, after this year, we can cut him. We would save $9.5 million with having a dead cap hit of $2 million. So, in theory, we would save $7.5 million. And let's be honest, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're going to cut him. He played 7 games this year, which, it sucks because this signing in the offseason seemed like a great signing, just kind of like the Irv Smith signing, but it just never panned out to be anything more than just, hey, we signed this guy. He had a mysterious illness, which, again, we still don't know every little detail about. Apparently it's something to do with his eye. He has a really bad illness with his eye. And based on what I've heard and seen, again, I'm just going based on what people have said, they're saying that he could actually lose his life due to the illness in his eye. It's a very serious thing. It's not like, oh yeah, man, I'm sick, cough, cough, cough. No, we're talking about a very bad situation with his eye. And listen, I hope and I pray that he gets better. I pray that, whatever is happening, he recovers and he's 100%. But with that being said, I don't know if he's going to potentially now walk away from football. He is older, right? Now, defensive linemen, they usually can play, later on in their career. It's not like his age is pretty much nothing. Right now, he's sitting at 30 years old. For a defense tackle, they could play another 4 or 5 years. But he had a hamstring injury earlier this season. Then he had this eye thing where he's, again, can't play for over a month now and now put on the IR. I feel like he probably walks away from football here. Which, hey, in the end, it works out for him, because, again, he gets to recover. He gets to fix whatever the eye thing is and not worry about anything else but his own health and his own well-being. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. Again, I do wish he was, amazing for us and he really gave us a crazy pass rush, which is what we thought he was going to. And that, this was a different ending to the story at hand. But at the end of the day, that's not always the fact. Sometimes things work out and sometimes things don't work out. And this just happens to be the situation where it did not work out. I wish him the best of luck. There is no hatred or I don't say hatred, because with Irv Smith, we didn't hate Irv Smith as the Bengals fans. We don't hate him. We're just disappointed that he didn't pan out and it didn't work out for him, right? For him and us, right? That whole partnership didn't work out. I think there are some people who hate players, free agents who we sign and they just don't work out. Honestly, listen, if the player doesn't say any ill will toward our team, he doesn't go on social media, he doesn't trash talk us, he doesn't, berate us, I don't really see the point of ever hating a player who it doesn't work out when you sign him as a free agent. Yeah, you could say, you're upset with the guy. Absolutely, that works. You could say, this is unacceptable, whatever, right? But to hate a player for is not working out in free agency, I know they cost us money. I know it costs us time and energy. And listen, we're very devout to our teams. But I think it's more just like a disappointment. And the front office, let's be honest, has done plenty to create that disappointment year in, year out. If anything, it's funny because as the Bengals, we have these disappointments more than any other team, it feels like. So when it comes to us, it's like, we're just kind of used to this, man. We don't expect our front office to go out there and hit home runs, right? We just don't. So in this point of view, it's like, it is what it is, but this is kind of what we expected from the front office, to go out there, get someone, and it doesn't work out. But again, in this point of view, I'm giving the front office some credit here. Nobody could have expected an illness in the eye that caused this problem. So again, like I said, I'm white knighting for the front office apparently. But I wish him the best of luck. Hopefully everything works out for him. And I honestly think at this point, if this illness is as bad as they say it is with his eye, just walk away from football, dude. Just walk away from football. And, you do you. And I actually want to see this real fast because I'm kind of interested now. How much money has Sheldon Rankins made in the NFL? Because I'm kind of interested in how much total money he's made. So if we cut him, right, we're going to owe him $2 million, okay? So that's something to take into consideration. He's made $65 million, right? But if we cut him, you take away that $10.5 million. So he's going to make $55 million in the NFL. 55 total million. So this is right now where it would be. Which, I pause on this because you never know how players handle the finances. Some players are very responsible with it. They keep the money in certain areas, and they're very precise with how they spend their money. Other players are not. Other players were below that money left, right, and center. So as an average person like me or you watching this video, you're going to be like, oh yeah, 55 million. That's like life-changing money. That's completely, this guy could have his 7 generations of families taken care of, right? But the fact is, that's not how everyone lives their life. Some people get 55 million and they spend that over a period of 5 years. They might spend it on women, they might spend it on jewelry, on houses, on cars, they might gamble, right? So 55 million, while yes, it's a crap ton of money, there's a lot of players who end up, not bankrupt, but they end up poor and without money at the end of their careers because of that, right? So just keep that in mind. Not every single player is, responsible with their money, but 55 million is a lot, and that's more than I feel like the average player is going to end their career with. So if I'm him, I retire. Really, just honestly, just retire. You're 31. You're going to be 31 years old. You're 30 years old right now. I mean, obviously, get this eye thing figured out. Get this eye thing checked out, right? Make sure that's okay. And then you have the rest of your life, my guy. You are young. 30 years old is not old. You are young. You have a very long life ahead of you, especially because you've taken care of your body, right? You're a football player. You have doctors that check you out all the time. Physicians check you out all the time. You are going to have a good life with that. A lot of money, even if you spent like 20 million of that. Still 34 million of that. Now, keep in mind, 54 million is like in front of you right now. That's the number. But there's also taxes that get taken out of that. So 54 million is how much all the contracts were worth. There are situations where money gets lost due to taxes, family members. Again, like I said, I'm just kind of putting that out there. It's 54 million is not always the number. It's just Uncle Sam takes parts of that money, but still. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.